Here we are in the beautiful spring Wiltshire sunshine for a very quick stalk through a couple of woodlands. You can see some behind me. We're going to be looking mainly for muntjac, rhodos, and hopefully we'll come across some fallow, but we'll see. Okay, we've not gone very far and we're in a bit of woodland. There's a roe deer standing up just there. It's definitely a doe. It's a prime one for a culling, but I really want to hold out to see if we can find a fallow deer. Sorry about the shaky camera. Okay, we're gonna make our way through a piece of woodland here. I've already seen a couple of roe deer. They were in quite thick cover. They would have been cullable, but it's early days. I'm really after fallow or muntjac, but you know, we do have a few roe left to get on the cull, but they're the last of the priorities. Yeah, it's nothing seen about. We're going to be going up into a big bank in a minute and dropping over a sort of little escarpment into a more open bit of woodland. We'll see what's in there. Feeling that we'll move to another part of the estate. Okay, well, been through that wood, just saw the two roe that I decided not to shoot, so I'm going to cross across this open field here out into this little belt of woodland here, back down, and the car sort of around the corner there, and we're going to just stalk this piece down, see what we can see in there. It's still very early. You can see the bright blue sky, sun's up, so the deer aren't moving into the fields. This is more like an external recce before we get into the main part. One of the hard things about solo recording a stalk on your own, well, solo recording is on your own, isn't it, is knowing when to get the phone out and when not to. And I was just about to record a piece saying nearly back at the car, and just by this little thicket behind me, which is tiny, it's a few meters squared, it's got the phone out, started talking, and believe it or not, half a dozen fallow jumped up, ran away. So I didn't see them, I didn't pick them up in the thermal, but it shows how tight they'll sit and how tight they'll hide. I think I know where they've gone. They've gone in to another big wood up in the direction against the camera there, so that's probably the direction I'll head now. There's some muntjac just browsing down the bottom there. We got a good chance of this one. It's a fair way off at the minute. Gas gun's just gone off. Put its head up a bit, just enjoying the sun. Well, we took that muntjac. He's down. I'm just waiting for a couple of minutes to make sure it doesn't get up, but it's a pretty tidy shot, I think, so at least we got something. It's still early, so we might find him getting some of these fallow. Yeah, he's led just down there, just where he was browsing. So we've been observing it for a while. Just gonna come up to him, make sure everything's all right, and then yeah, we'll get him up and do the eye blink reaction test. Although I think there's a little point with the shot placement, so it's munty in the bag. Well, here's our muntjac buck. We weren't definitely weren't trophy hunting, but he's not Not a bad specimen. Well, I've just finished extracting that muntjac I shot, and as you can see, it's starting to get to later in the evening and the deer are starting to come out. I'm not sure if we can see the road. It's actually just running as I zoomed in, but it's getting to that time of night where you're starting to see more animals coming out. Mr. Pheasant. There goes another row, just mooching off. It's just stopped there. There's been a few about. The fallow have been a bit elusive. I'm just going to go and look in this valley below us now. Okay, you'll have noticed I'm taking my coat off. The temperatures is boiling, even though it's the end of March. There is a roe deer down in front of us here, which I'll get on camera in a second. I'll have to turn that down. And it's just standing in this bit of wild bird seed cover here. It's actually a little buck, so we're not going to try and stalk into it, but we're going to go and have a look down into this valley along this woodside edge down here, and it's often a good spot. But yeah, we'll see what we can see. Well, there's nothing showing up down across the valley here, so there's still probably, I don't know, 25 minutes of light left tonight. I'm gonna walk back down that way, but over my shoulder, down the hedge there, and then do a circuit round back up to the vehicle. But we've already got the muntjac. We got one muntjac, so it's not a complete disaster. And I'm going to assume the fallow are going to be moving pretty late. So the only ones I've got was that glance of the ones I pushed out of the bramble patch a bit earlier on. One down. I'm after a fallow. We could have had multiple roe deer today. We've still got time to cull those, so there's no rush. These are a very, very long way in the distance, but there's a couple of fallow and 4 roe and a muntjac over there. You can see it's getting dark. I'm not going to be able to get there before dark, so they may be a one to look out for tomorrow morning. Well, it doesn't look like it, but it's actually pretty dark. The camera's showing some good light, but it's beyond shooting light now. We saw those fallow up on the valley way over the way, which I wouldn't be able to get to. Seen numerous roe deer, lots of roe deer today. A few munties popping about. We got the one muntie buck at the bottom of that little grass field there. So not an unsuccessful day, but it's time to pack up. It's time to unload and to call it a night and to get home and get at it again maybe tomorrow morning.